Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
You need to shut the fuck up.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
Please enjoy the show. Shots.
Hey, motherfuckers. This is Minx. Suck my balls.
Hi, everybody. It's Monday, and it's me because Red Lake is contemplating burning his house down right now. So you're stuck with me. Hey,
Love it.
I'm with Mud Puppy though, and Mom.
Hi,
so
everybody.
We got that.
Hey, y'all.
I know everyone's all concerned about Red Lake, like, oh my God, is he dead? Like, what's going on with him? I promise he's alive and well, and he's just, Casa de Red Lake is undergoing some, what's the right word?
Major renovations.
Yes, renovations. That's a good word. And so he's busy, and ergo, Latin, I'm here. So that's why. But yeah, so fucking, how was your guys' weekend?
Quiet, I guess you can say.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm kind of riding solo with the kids, so nothing too exciting. We did go to this little water festival here on Post on Sunday. The kids kind of got burnt. I sat in the shade while they got burnt, even though I slathered on the sunscreen on both of them. But I mean, it was fun.
Mm-hmm. What about you,
And then
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, then yesterday we didn't do shit.
Yeah, I took it pretty chill this weekend. Actually went to church yesterday, and I want to grill since my bad week a couple weeks ago. The bottom of my grill burnt out, and surprise, I got a new one.
Yay!
It's gas, but don't hold that against me. It was free.
It's
I can't
free,
complain.
So
Well, no, there's nothing. Okay, so I know a lot of people are like, whoa, you're not using charcoal, but X, Y, and Z. We have both a charcoal and a gas grill. The reason why we have a gas grill is for those nights where you don't want to wait for the charcoal and whatever to, prepare itself or whatever to grill a steak. Like a gas grill, you turn it on, let it heat up, throw your steak on there, and you take it off.
Yeah, I mean, I did miss that about gas. 5 minutes, you're cooking. But it's that flavor. Throwing the apple chips on there, throwing, the peach chips on there, getting that extra flavor in that meat. So I don't know. I'll probably get a little smoker box to slide in there too, so I'll still get that smoky taste.
I'm so sorry. You said get that flavor on that meat, and my mind just went dirty, super fast. Oh, that's what she said. Sorry. It's been like that all day for me. But yeah, no. Let's see. I got super burnt this weekend, which I know most people you can't see, but here, we should
I was gonna ask you about that, Minxie. How you feeling?
Painful. It hurts. And my thighs are fucking hold on, wait for it. This color. Oh, it sucks. It hurts
I was
so
thinking
bad.
you probably don't have enough of that cream that I gave you to put on there.
No, but it's fine. The worst part is, showering, which it feels like there's fucking needles piercing my skin until, it's sensory overload, and then it goes numb, and, fine, whatever. And then I turn the water, even hotter because I'm apparently a sucker for pain.
And you're an atypical woman.
Hey.
You have to have it at 130 degrees to take a shower.
Yeah, no, this is true. It needs to feel like my home from hell. So, of course, it's going to be all the way hot and a little cold. Like enough to where like my skin doesn't melt off, you know?
Just to flush the little cold water out of the line so it don't get stagnant.
Yeah, no, exactly. So bad. And like it wasn't even like cuz I went floating, like tubing yesterday, and that bitch Meisty stayed home. Like she was AWOL yesterday. So that's good. Pip says they burned the witch and she survived. Yes, I did. But yeah, no. So Meisty did not show up at the river yesterday. Thank God, because the last time I went to the river, that hooker showed up and it was just not a good experience. I got tangled into like a fucking shrubbery. And like, but it was in slow motion. Like I found out so many things about Meisty yesterday, like, and the shit that she fucking did. It was like, oh God. But yeah, no. So yeah, like yesterday I behaved myself and, I put sunscreen on, right? But I was already burned by the time I got to the river because my friend, let's see, what can I name her? Sweet D. She's got a Jeep. And so we rode down to the river with the top off because it's fucking summer, right? And in my head, I was like, I should probably put sunscreen on, like, for this drive down. But did I do it? No, I did not. Because, you know, I'm smart. SMRT. And, yeah, so that explains my fucking burn. Ow. But yeah, last night wasn't too bad. Now, like, you know, like when you get that bad burn and like your skin's all like tight and shit and like it hurts to move. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at right now. So, and it'll probably be better Wednesday. But, you know, whatever. So yeah, that was, yeah. And then like I had to, like, this is my face, right? Like, you're welcome. I did my hair because, like, I got home from work today and my hair was just, like, right? And, like, super big and, like, just, it was not cute. And at the, like, it was, no. So I showered and, like, did my hair, but this is my face. And, like, I'm tired. And I have to be up at, like, 3:30 in the morning. So I don't feel like washing my face before I go to bed. So this is it. But yeah, so how was your Monday?
Mine was awesome. Besides, you know, almost doing some sketchy stuff with the trailer.
Almost
just
doing
a little
sketchy
bit ago.
stuff. Dude, I saw the pictures. That was sketchy.
Hey, thing you do for parts.
Right?
Mine was okay. I mean, we did Liquid Lunch, and then, of course, during part of Liquid Lunch, Minnie kind of was having an allergic reaction to something. I just gave her Benadryl. She's fine now. And after that, I just, you know, kind of watched her to see how she did. And then here I am.
I did podiatry today, you know, because it's Monday. And so my podiatrist, like, you know, I've said a couple times, he likes to listen to 80s music. So today, every Monday they do a countdown of like 80s music for some obscure 80s year for this week, right? And today it was 86, which I'm biased for as being like the best year in the 80s because that's when I was born. But yeah, it was an okay list. Like, I thought it was going to be better. Like, there were some songs on there. I was like, the fuck are we listening to right now? But, you know, then I got distracted by the conversation that was going on in the room. And we got on the subject of, like, my family and the fact that, you know, like, I've got 3 older stepbrothers. And my podiatrist was like, do you guys hook up? And I'm like, no. Like, no, it's never happened. And he's like, if my parents ever, like, you know, separated and remarried, I would have made sure that I got a hot stepsister out of this deal. And I was like, what? And he's like, I've seen these movies. I know what happens with step siblings. And I'm like, oh my God. And he's like, it's like a tutorial on how to pick up your step sibling. Like, you know, especially if you've got like, you know, if you're a dude and you have a hot stepsister, like there's tutorials out there on how to pick her up and how you can fuck her. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, no, I think I've seen a couple of those. And I was just like, are you kidding me right now?
I'm thinking that's ew, because I do not see any of my stepbrothers like that at all.
Well, I mean, you know, like the next one older, like, so it's me, and then the next one is 6 years older than me, followed by like 8 and then 10. So, like, they were in high school and like out of the house, but like, and I was still like elementary school. So, like, there was. I was like, this, these thoughts have literally never crossed my mind, ever.
No R. Kelly moment?
No.
No. None whatsoever.
Like, I know, like, maybe I'm, like, according to these videos, like, apparently I'm, like, not the norm that happens. Apparently I'm the oddball out, and I was like, I don't know. I don't think so. But yeah, so that was my day. Like, that was pretty much the only, like, conversation really that really stuck out. He brought in like a nursing student, and I'm, you know, and she passed out. That was scary.
Oh,
God.
That's interesting. Like, I'm intrigued with that.
It was a combination of, you know, not eating breakfast and then locking her knees. Yeah.
Yes.
And she just scared the shit out of all of us. We're like, oh my God, right? And hi Jenna. And yeah, so so that was scary because like she fucking hit her head really hard and
is she okay?
Yeah, no, she's fine. I think she was embarrassed, but I had to tell her, like, you know, this happens to everyone who works in the OR. Happened to me, like, it hasn't happened to me in like 10 years, I think, maybe 11. But yeah, no, the case that I freaking like got super dizzy and like almost like legit passed out on, it was a C-section. I was able to tell the nurse, like, I feel dizzy. And then I started to fall. But like I was able to get like caught, so I didn't actually hit the ground. And so they gave me like a stool to sit on, and I'm like, oh God, right? Because you get all sweaty and like clammy and just like, ah. But you know, like I haven't had someone fall on me in so long that it literally, like, I scared the shit out of me because I was just, one second she's there, where the fuck did she go?
See, I'm the dickhead in the back that goes, timber!
Well, I mean, you know, you do that after you make sure that she's not suffering, you know, like a seizure or a concussion and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure she's okay, and then you can ridicule. There we go. I know how to fucking speak. Friggin'. Yeah. So
Well, thanks, so Orpheus and Tricky AP at 3X for the follow. Over there on our mixer.
Right. Thanks, guys. But yeah, so fucking yeah, today was a busy day for me though. I had 7 cases today.
Ooh.
So
Oh, wow.
it was pretty busy.
No fidget spinners in someone's ass.
No. No. That does not happen in the podiatry room.
I mean, you never know. I'm just saying.
No. But yeah, no, today was I don't know, was today like an eventful day for news? I think kind of, right? Maybe.
It's been pretty eventful, actually.
You know, friggin' that it's student what's his name? Otto, is it Warmbier? Warmbrier? How do you pronounce?
Close enough, we'll just call him Otto.
Yeah, anyways, Otto, he fucking died today. And so that's fucking sad. So yeah, Otto died 6 days after being brought back to the United States in a coma from North Korea. 22-year-old was returned to his family in Cincinnati, Ohio on June 13th after spending 17 months in North Korea, where he was arrested as a student for stealing a propaganda poster in January 2016. He returned as, shut the fuck up. He returned in a vegetative state, unable to communicate with his family and with devastating brain loss. North Korean authorities dubiously blamed his condition on a bout of food poisoning, which they said he suffered while imprisoned, and released him on, quote, humanitarian grounds. Because, I'm sure they noticed, hey, he's probably going to die soon. On Monday, today, his family announced his death, laying the blame for it squarely on Kim Jong-un and his regime. The awful, torturous mistreatment of our son received at the hands of North Koreans ensured that no other outcome was possible beyond the sad one we experienced today, Fred and Cindy said in a statement. When Otto returned to Cincinnati, he was unable to speak, unable to see, and unable to react to verbal commands. He looked very uncomfortable, almost anguished. Although we would never hear his voice again, within a day, the countenance on his face changed and he was at peace. He was home, and we believe he could sense that. I thank everyone around the world who has kept him and our family in their thoughts and prayers. We are at peace and at home, too. Otto was a student at the University of Virginia when he traveled in a group to North Korea. The family said that the torturous mistreatment he received made no other outcome possible. So, as he attempted to leave the country to return home on January 2nd, 2016, he was arrested and detained at the airport. North Koreans authorities accused him of committing a hostile act against the country by stealing a propaganda poster from the hotel he was staying in. He was kept there after giving a tearful press conference and was not seen again until last week when he was carried off of a private medical plane upon his return to the United States. His family, aghast at his condition, swiftly spoke out against North Korea at a press conference. Doctors gave bleak prognosis for the promising young man. In their statement on Monday, they said, "It would be easy at this moment like this to focus on what we lost. Future time that won't be spent with a warm, engaging, brilliant young man whose curiosity and enthusiasm for life knew no bounds." I'm kind of pissed about all this. It'll be interesting to see how we react.
Honestly, we won't react to it at all. I mean, North Korea has been sending off fucking missiles towards Japan and shit. What do? Nothing.
Yeah. I mean, well, think back to 94. I mean, I brought this up earlier today. What was his name? The kid that got caned over in Singapore.
Yeah, exactly. He for tagging shit, and they beat his ass with a cane.
Michael Fay, that was it. 6 strokes of a cane. It was theft. They charge him with theft and vandalism. So, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing.
While, this sucks that it happens to our citizens of our country, and by no means, North Korea, they're dicked up in their ways, and so are so many other countries across this world. If we go, we can't just, how do I put this? Go to that country, and whether this kid did steal something or not, just for argument's sakes, he did try stealing a propaganda poster for whatever reason, and come back to our country. We can't just, you can't just, hey, I'm an American citizen and expect everything to be okay. We have to go over, an understanding when we go to other people's countries, we are a guest in their country. We have to abide by their laws. Just like, if anybody coming into our country, they have, in the United States, they have to abide by our laws. How they treated him, was it inhumane? Fuck yes, it was. However, we just, we can be outraged and stuff on how this happened and how this kid was treated. But, what can we do?
Yeah, I mean, play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
To an extent. Torture and 15 years hard labor for a poster is not justice.
Well, it's not, and I agree
on
with
top
you.
of that,
However,
but then on top of that, trying to blame his condition on food poisoning when that is not a side effect of food poisoning. Like, food poisoning doesn't eat away your brain. It doesn't.
But
it
botulism
doesn't.
can affect the nerves.
So
I'm not saying that's the case. He probably got his ass beat while he was in camp.
But and
it sucks. It really sucks. And I kind of sound like a heartless bitch right now. But he went over there into their country as a guest for whatever reason. Took a poster. And quote unquote, that's what they're saying. And he ends up in some fucking labor camp, and they're just like, oh, here he is, brain dead. I mean, at least he got to be surrounded by family before he passed. He could have died over there, and Lord knows what would have happened to his body. But we as Americans have to understand, when we go to some other country, it's their laws, not ours.
Yeah.
And obviously, North Korea does not follow the fucking Geneva Convention.
No, it's, again, I mean, it's, if you commit, in Germany, in Europe, if you commit a crime, you get charged in the German system. If you go, any place you go, you're going to get charged in that system. Even if you're just traveling there as a visitor.
Right.
I'm sorry that their stuff's harsher. But, I mean, you got to look at it. I mean, what's the difference?
I mean, they
What's the difference
might
between
as well
stealing?
they might as well just send him back dead. They might as well have. Like, why even bother sending him back in a coma? Like, that's fucking, why would you do that? Like, it's obvious he's fucking dead already. Like, you might as well just send back a body, which is what they did. So he might as well just have been actually legit dead. I mean, if they're gonna fucking do it all the way and do it correctly. Like, don't send someone back halfway dead. Like, if you're gonna kill our citizens, fucking do it. So that way, then we can get even more pissed because now you're attacking our citizens. So I don't think this will go fully unanswered. Simply because with the change of administration, it just, I don't know, maybe I'm probably wrong, but with this administration, it's more of looking out for its own citizens. Whereas,
I agree with you.
Whereas our last administration pretty much told all of our citizens, fuck off. And like, sucks to suck, nerd. Like, guess you'll fucking learn after 15 years of hard labor. Like, was there no, like, I don't see our last administration working towards getting him released from North Korea sooner. Like, when he was still, I don't know, viable.
Well, I mean, you have to look at it back too. Like with the last administration, we had several Americans like legit stuck in fucking Iran, and that was kind of a part of the whole Iranian deal, and what was exchanged with the billions or whatever. And then the kid that was in fucking Mexico, the Marine Corps veteran that was in Mexico, that got stuck because of weapons, whatever, guns. And I mean, of course, he quote unquote said he got lost. it just seemed like they were in no rush to see them back on the U.S. soil. However, from an observation point with, the prisoners in Gitmo, they were more than willing and happy to fucking trade those prisoners for Gitmo for guys like, what's his nuts, Bergdahl.
Yeah.
To me, they were more concerned about the prisoners in Gitmo than our POWs. I want to say not POWs, but our citizens that were stuck in prison camps and shit across the world.
Yep. And I can tell you from experience, because remember, I worked down there. And those guys got it pretty good. Those prisoners got it real good down there. They got fed. There was times they were getting fed better than us.
I don't know. Maybe we should adopt like the North Korean policy, and then people won't fuck with us anymore.
There's a lot of stuff I think should be a harsher punishment for some crimes committed.
Right. Start sending people
and there's
back
other
to their
ones
home
that
countries
I
in
think that
fucking
should be a
comas.
lot less.
But anyways, so London had another terror attack because, why not? So apparently a van plowed into, but it's like reverse terrorist attack, right? Because, there's such a thing as like reverse racism apparently. So a van plowed into worshipers, like Muslim worshipers, as they left a mosque last night, injuring 10 people, two of them seriously, in what Prime Minister Theresa May said was sickening terrorist attack on Muslims. The vehicle swerved into a group of mainly North and West African people shortly after midnight as they left prayers at the Muslim Welfare House and the nearby Finsbury Park Mosque in North London. One of the biggest in Britain, apparently. The driver, who is a 47-year-old white man, was grabbed at the scene by locals and pinned down until police arrived. The man was not named by police, but local media reported he was a father of 4 who lived in Wales. He was held on suspicion of attempted murder, which was later extended to preparing or instigating terrorism, including murder and attempted murder. After being seized, he said he wanted to kill, quote, many Muslim people, unquote, one witness told journalists. A man who had earlier suffered a heart attack died at the scene, but it's not clear if his death was connected to the van attack. This morning, our country woke up to news of another terrorist attack on the streets of our capital city, the second one this month, and every bit as sickening as those which have come before, May told reporters outside her Downing Street office. Friggin'.
So it's a retaliation crime.
That's what
basically.
it sounds like. It says the man... So in addition to the man who died, 10 people were injured, with 8 taken to the hospital, 2 in very serious condition. Security Minister Ben Wallace said the man was, quote, not known to the authorities in the space of extremism or far-right extremism. Far-right. Police who believe he was acting alone were searching addresses in Wales where the vehicle hire company that the van was rented from is based. So...
Ooh,
right?
that could be interesting.
Right?
I think it was just a pissed off local that just decided to take matters into his own hands.
Right? He said, fuck it.
And I wouldn't be surprised if it was actually a relation to one of the prior victims.
Ooh, the plot thickens.
Dum dum dum.
Right. Dun dun dun. Freaking. That would be interesting though, huh?
Yeah, that would be a complete plot turn.
Friggin'.
It was a victim's dad or something.
Right? Probably. Jenna, what do you want? Who wants her? Because I don't want her anymore. But she's not mine to get, so if you guys just want to, swing by and, just grab her on the go, I'll leave her in the backyard and I'll just say she hopped the fence. She bothers me. But she's not my dog, so I can't technically just give her to you. I have to make it seem like she ran away.
She was stolen out of the backyard.
I mean, maybe.
There we go.
Freaking, so you know how California, was in like a huge drought?
Yes.
Apparently.
When aren't they in a drought though?
Dude, now, there's still fucking snow covering up the Sierra Nevadas.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Okay. So, many of you don't know, tomorrow is the summer solstice, right? So the longest day of the year. And, but apparently someone forgot to tell California is snowpacked. After years of wallowing in drought, this winter walloped California's Sierra Nevada mountains in a major record-setting way. And while the calendar says summer, winter still has its grips on the granite spine of the Sierras. NASA Earth Observatory released satellite imagery on Thursday that shows what a difference a year makes. Snowpack is at 170% of normal when averaged across the state, and some areas are reporting way higher totals than that, according to the California Department of Water Resources. Alpine Meadows, which is located west of Lake Tahoe, reported 288 inches of snow on the ground as of earlier this month.
Damn. So does Big Bear still have snow?
Probably. It says deep green hues of healthy vegetation also extend down the Sierra's western slope, another benefit of all that precipitation. A storm earlier this week even dropped a few more inches of fresh powder to freshen up the slopes for ski resorts that have stayed open to accommodate skiers and boarders who have been starved for snow for 5 years. California, you may recall, was in an epic drought until this winter. So beyond making skiers happy, the massive amount of snow at high elevations and rain at low elevations helped fill reservoirs that were dangerously low. In the case of the Oroville Reservoir, that's by my house, where I grew up anyways. All the rain ended up being too much of a good thing and caused a cascade of events that nearly caused the dam holding waters back to collapse. Only 8% of the state remains in comparatively mild drought. At this time last year, 84% of the state was in a drought status, including 21% in the worst type of drought tracked by the U.S. Drought Monitor. We have a drought monitor? What?
Yeah.
That's a thing?
They do.
What?
Yep, that's something we had to track there at NTC.
You're so cute.
Because of the fires and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay, yes, that's true. It says, but though drought seems like a distant memory looking at the snowy Sierras, Californians shouldn't forget it, obviously. Scientists have already shown that hot years are overlapping with dry years more often, and that within a few decades, any dry year will also certainly be a hot one in California. Because it's California. It fucking happens all the time. We go through this. Like, why is this part news?
Wow. I was just thinking back. You remember how bad Outer Loop used to flood whenever it rained? If they had record rainfall, I'd hate to see how bad it flooded this time.
Right? Oh my God.
Right there between Aruba and Rusma, heading back towards the main gate.
Right. Ugh. What was it? It was an El Nino this year, so.
Was it a Nino year?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was.
I still say that's a conspiracy.
What, El Nino?
El Nino, El Niña.
Why do you think it's a conspiracy?
They're just trying to make excuses.
For like a super wet winter? That's what she said.
Winter is coming.
That's what he said.
Speaking of coming, you're coming this way here soon.
I am.
In fact, in 11 weeks, 5 days, 12 hours, and 24 minutes, and 56 seconds. But I'm not counting.
God damn it. I know, right? Sorry, I'm trying to do like 5 goddamn things at once. and fuck it, that's what you're getting. But yeah, yes, I am coming out there. Why am I coming out there?
We're going for a little bicycle ride.
I mean, little.
Little. It's only a couple miles.
Right? Only a couple hundred.
Okay. 422 miles to be exact.
Right, but who's
you know.
counting?
Yeah.
Right?
But we're going to have a lot of fun.
Right? Yeah, I think so.
Because, I mean, we're going to party in Savannah.
Yes.
Probably 2 days before. Hit River Street. I got a buddy that's a DJ up there. He's expecting us.
Oh, shit.
He said he'd take care of us. So don't worry about that part.
Hey, Jenna,
But we'll be riding from Savannah to Fort Stewart, Fort Stewart to Fort Gordon to Fort Benning.
You know.
And, we're starting at Nine Line Apparel in Savannah, and we're ending at Ride on Bikes there in Columbus, Georgia. But I say 422 miles, but I think we might, stretch out, go see some other people, bounce around here and there, just roll with it.
Right? Fuck it.
Make a fun week out of it.
Now, question.
Answer.
Can I tag my, or tie my bike to the back of the vehicle and, they just pull me?
No.
Does that count?
Now you're taking all the fun out of it.
No.
We're only going to ride 60 miles a day.
All right. That's it. Fucking hills and shit. I'm not looking forward to the goddamn hills. Okay, and on the hills, can I hold on to said car and have them pull me up the hill?
As long as you have your PT belt, we might be able to work something out. Because PT belts save lives.
They do, and I'll have my helmet high. Can I help? The fucking dogs are so goddamn needy tonight. I don't understand why.
But everybody that's listening, keep an eye out on our Facebook page, and there's a GoFundMe. What we're doing is we're taking all of this money and we're going to donate it to what we don't use for incidentals. We're going to be camping most of the way, but torrential downpour, we're all out of the Army now, and I'm sorry, but we will get in the hotel because I ain't about that rainy campfire life anymore.
Wait, no, I'm gonna need to shower. I'm female,
Well, yeah, that too.
I'm gonna need to shower.
Oh.
At least every day.
I have baby wipes, don't worry. But we're gonna take that money and we're gonna donate it over to Lone Survivor Foundation, and help them help, other veterans that are going through stuff. They fly people out to one of their resorts. They got one in Texas. They also do one in Utah. They got a couple other places that you can go. But they help you cope with your PTSD, your TBI, and they assist you in getting additional help outside of all that. They tie you into different doctors and people that can continue doing what they do at these retreats and at little to no cost to you. They even do the full brain scans. That way you can take it into one of your local brain institutes and they continue working on your alpha and beta wavelengths in your brain. I don't know all that fancy stuff, but to help you improve all that.
Interesting.
Which I know you had a similar situation not too long ago when you and the rest of the crew took off someplace to help you.
Right? Yeah, no, we war horses. What do you want, Hooker? You were just outside. Wait for it. Not even an hour ago. You'll be fine. Sorry, again, the fucking dogs. I'm gonna kill them. Normally Ghost is here and he handles them, and he's not here, so I get them. Yay. But yeah, no, okay, yes, War Horses for Vets. That was an awesome experience, and I highly recommend it to any combat veteran who is just wanting a break from everything. If you are if you just need a peaceful weekend to recharge, that's the place to do it. But I'm biased and I really enjoyed it there. So Hire me. No, just kidding. But yeah. Oh, and then I saw another article today, and I'm gonna admit it made me super happy. Oh, I'm like, yes! I know you. So apparently, the U.S. F/A-18 fighter shot down an enemy fighter jet in the first air-to-air conflict in 18 years. And Mud Puppy Mom, I know you guys can't fucking hear it, but I just played Danger Zone because fucking Danger Zone. Like, seriously, that song makes me so happy.
You know, as soon as you brought that up, I was like scrolling through memes and shit, and somebody's like, first air-to-air kill in 18 years by the U.S. Force was from the Navy. Your move, Air Force.
Right? Your move, Air Force. Fucking Air Force. But,
wait, who did the one last time? Was that Air Force? Or was that Navy too?
The one in Kosovo?
Yeah.
I'm looking. Wait for it. I'm not sure.
Googleizer, answer me.
Right? You Google that. I'm going to read this article. So, for the first time since 1999, a United States fighter jet has destroyed a manned enemy aircraft in air-to-air combat in an incident the U.S. military is calling self-defense. Last recorded air-to-air combat or air-to-air kill by a U.S. pilot was in '99 during the Kosovo War when a U.S. F-15 shot down a Yugoslavian MiG-29. Earlier today, a U.S. Navy F-18 Echo Super Hornet engaged a Syrian Su-22 multi-use fighter bomber after the aircraft completed a bombing run against U.S.-backed rebels who have joined the United States fights against ISIS in the area. According to an NBC News report, the incident occurred in the town of Jadin, which is south of Tabat. I don't know. Syria. It's fucking Syria. I don't know how to say these words. Which had recently been retaken from ISIS by the Syrian Democratic Forces, or SDF, an umbrella group of Syrian Kurdish and Arab rebel forces supported by the U.S. in the first fight against the militant group. SDF came under attack from regime forces in favor of Syrian President Assad around 1630 Syria time. A number of SDF fighters were wounded in the assault, and the SDF soon left Jadin. Coalition aircraft conducted a show of force overhead that stopped the initial pro-regime advance towards the town. A statement issued by the U.S.-led coalition in the area clarified details about the incident. Following the pro-Syrian forces' attack, the coalition contacted its Russian counterparts by telephone via an established de-confliction line to de-escalate the situation and stop the firing, the statement read. At 1843, a Syrian regime Su-22 dropped bombs near SDF fighters south of this town, and in accordance with rules of engagement and in collective self-defense of coalition-partnered forces, was immediately shot down by U.S. F/A-18 Echo Super Hornet, said the statement. The coalition does not seek to fight Syrian regime, Russia, or pro-regime forces partnered with them, but will not hesitate to defend coalition or partner forces from any threat. The demonstrated hostile intent and actions of pro-regime forces towards coalition and partner forces in Syria conducting legitimate counter-ISIS operations will not be tolerated. Dude, so much win in that. I gotta listen to it again. Danger Zone! That makes me so happy.
Earlier today on Liquid Lunch, all I could think about is like, you know how with the gates on military installations, they have the barrier.
Yes.
And, that private or whoever standing there, the big red button, like their entire goal is to hit that red fucking button.
Right? Oh, dude, that pilot must be so fucking stoked. Like, look at these
Right?
balls.
Like-
I just shot someone down, motherfuckers.
Like your entire goal as a pilot is just like to shoot someone down and what? Like engage? What?
Right? Oh, clear to engage? Yes. Oh, such an adrenaline rush. Oh, what are you guys doing? Fucking dogs are going. I don't know what they're doing. I never know what they're doing down there. But yeah. Ugh. That was fun. And then, what about you, MedPup? Did you come across any articles that you want to talk about?
Just on that, the Serbia stuff, the only thing that's coming up is when they shot down the F-117A, which was the stealth.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the only thing that's coming up.
Oh, as far
Was
as
that
the Kosovo
was
War?
that when they shot our plane down?
Oh.
And that was Air Force. So I'm still want to find out who's got the last, before the Navy.
Well, apparently Air Force likes to get shot down.
Well, there's an F-16 that got shot down in Syria. And that was in 99 as well. Uh-oh. But all those, I think, were all SAMs. Yeah, they were all SAMs that got them.
Sam's?
Surface-to-air missiles.
Oh, there we go. I know how to military. I try to. I don't fucking know. Fucking medical. I don't know any of these goddamn terms or acronyms. I'm like, the fuck? What? I'm pretty sure Red Leg and Ice and like everyone else who's like real, who is like who is or was like real army, they're like, this fucking chick is a dumbass. I mean, you're not wrong, because when it comes to like normal military stuff, I'm just like do. I don't fucking know. Like, I mean, I'll pretend like I understand what everyone's talking about and be like, oh yeah, no, that. But nope, it's all the way over. Yeah.
So, Mom talked about this at Liquid Lunch about the guy that the two burglars.
Fucking dumbasses.
There's been an update, but I'll bring that update up here later. But Bibb County, which is Macon, Georgia.
Yes.
Sheriff says one burglar accidentally shot and killed the second this morning at an East Macon home. Sheriff David Days says it happened around 10 a.m. at 152 Bradstone Circle off Millerfield Road. He said the woman who lives there woke up to find two men in her house. When she yelled, the men ran out, but one fired a shot over his shoulder at her. Instead, he hit the other burglar in the head.
You can't make this shit up.
The dead man has not been identified, and so far there's no description of the shooter. And the update is they ID'd the guy, and they already had a shot of him, and it looks like a mug shot. But Coroner Leon Jones has identified the man that the sheriff's office says was shot to death by a fellow burglar Monday morning. Robert Young, age 41. Jones says he pronounced Young dead on the scene. The second burglar is still unidentified. As soon as Mom said something about it, I was like, did two guys like randomly break into the same house?
Like, that's what I thought. And like, no, this is my house. Pow pow. Like, but apparently
and I did
it's
think
even
that,
better
like,
than that.
At first, when I saw the title, but then I read it and I was like, he shot at, he intended to shoot the victim, the true victim, which was that woman, and completely missed her and shot his accomplice. You can't make that shit up. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh.
Like, I want to know how he fired over his shoulder. Like, was the weapon like upside down, or did he like reach over?
Did he have it sideways, like fucking thug and gangster wise, or what?
Like,
his
did he
ear
like
had
just
no been
throw his
ringing.
hand all the way up, or like was it right next to his ear? Because that would Like, I would check I would check local like hospitals or urgent cares or like ENT clinics. Who was recently complaining of like hearing loss because of a gunshot? Gotta think. Because you know
Thug
he's gonna
life?
go. You know, if he fired it anywhere near his fucking ear, he could potentially have blown his eardrums. So, he's gonna go get that looked at because that's not painless. Like that,
Oh,
it
God.
fucking
Yeah, no.
hurts, and it has to get repaired. So that's where I would start looking. But that's me. I'm not a cop.
Check your ENT clinics.
Yeah. Or like urgent cares or the ERs of someone complaining of hearing loss and pain. Well, how did this come to be? Oh, I fired a weapon. Oh, you did.
Oh, why'd you shoot it by your ear?
Right? Oh, why weren't you wearing ear pro? Or where was the gun next? Like, why was the gun next to your ear hole? Like,
That's what she said.
I know, right? So naughty.
But I mean, anybody who listens and has heard me before, I have a lot of friends that are still law enforcement. And we talk about some of the craziest stuff. It's exactly like this, different cases that we've worked through the years. And if we go back a couple months to the Fort Stewart soldier that was DUI that left the roadway and took out a couple headstones in a cemetery, we were talking about that last night and about the report. Who's the victim? And what would you put for victim status? Deceased?
Well,
Victim status. Deceased? Because it's damage to private property, but that property technically belongs to the individual that's buried. You see where I'm going? I mean...
No. Maybe.
I mean, I do.
Yeah.
In a way, because, I filled out reports before for, being a first responder myself. I completely get like, okay, well, they're already dead. What do I put down?
Yeah. And I mean, this report here, I mean, could you imagine trying to explain it to somebody in the court or something?
Yeah. That's like...
Because I don't.
That's why, like, nowadays, when I see something so bizarre on fucking Facebook or the internet, like how, so and so died from, like this whole thing, burglar shot the other burglar. Like, it doesn't phase you. You're like, well, it's
No.
fucking possible,
Or you'll understand. You'll understand this one, Mom, because you were EMT. Person had a heart attack, left the roadway, and struck a tree.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what's the cause of death? The heart attack
question.
or striking the tree?
Well, I mean, you can.
I mean, it's hard telling if it was the heart attack itself or striking the tree, and not just being an EMT. Like my stepdad, he's been a truck driver for fucking 30 years now. And an accident that he got into, it was a head-on collision with an elderly man. I mean, it's kind of fucked my stepdad up for a while. This elderly gentleman, like, legit had a massive stroke before he hit my stepdad head on in his semi. The force of the accident from hitting this gentleman head on cracked his trailer. And I mean, he was hauling a full load. So, like, for a while, my dad thought, like, he killed this guy, but it didn't. He didn't. I mean, this guy had a massive stroke. That they told him, like, he was dead before he struck you. So in a way, it kind of eased my dad's, thoughts about it. But he still has that thing, like, what if he was still alive?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's something that'll never leave you. I mean, and I can understand how that's so rough for your dad, because, I mean, that's all he does. Both your dad and your mom, they're on the road 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Some of the shit they tell me and the pictures that they send me, I'm just like, whoa.
You need to get a dash cam and start sending us some video.
Speaking of which, a while ago. I mean, this is probably about 2, maybe almost 3 months ago, like when Tennessee was getting a lot of rain
Oh yeah, the
and
video of Red Lake hydroplaning.
hydroplaning,
Whoop, there he
and my
goes.
fucking parents' camera.
Oh God, yes.
It was a great video. Like, oh, there he goes. He almost died. Like
So,
Red Lake
my
almost
parents-
died that day. He like
Right?
legit.
Like small world. Like I went and played the lottery. I didn't win because what are the odds of that fucking happening? So like my
No
parents,
bueno.
they travel on I-40 a lot. They drive for FedEx right now. And my mom just sent me this video. They're team drivers. And she sent me this video of the rain. Like she just wanted to showcase like how bad it was raining and how wet the roads were. And I'm like, okay, Mom, whatever. I watched the video, and it was kind of like cars and people trying to get on the highway, traffic, whatever. So I sent that same video into our team chat, and then probably a while goes by, and Red Lake was like, I was in that video, and I'm like, huh? Like fucking where?
The idiot sliding all over the road.
Right?
Right?
There you go.
Oh.
But all right, it's about that time for our break. So we'll be back in, I don't know. Stop. I know we're gonna take a break right now, and then you can go outside. You wanna go? You wanna go outside? Ah! I'm getting attacked. Ow, hooker. So yeah, we'll be back in like 9 minutes. So we will see you guys soon.
Bye.
Together, I gotta stay in tune. Same times against me, but I hate to rush. Gotta keep it between the lines until I hit the dust. Together, I gotta buy some time. The key to freedom lies across the state line. It's a daily ritual, this game I play. In the life of a shadow man with a debt to pay. Hit the gravel with my head on the radio. Here I am. Driving on the road to nowhere. My mouth is blurry and my vision's dry. I'm looking at the world through bloodshot eyes. It's a daily ritual, this game I play. In the life of a shadow man with a debt to pay. Hit the gravel with my head on the radio. Here I am again, driving on the road to nowhere. Just like this life that I lead, it might not take me anywhere. But I was born to travel along this lonely road to nowhere.
He goes so far. You had a long day at work, he failed at CPR. His motivation's gone, no more fire in his eyes. Went from peaceful nights to dreams of crime scenes and cries. He never could get.
I'm back, and I hit all the buttons correctly. Dude, like seriously, I always get so stoked whenever I do it right, and I'm like, oh, I didn't fuck up.
And there was much rejoicing.
There was.
Yay!
There was. Dude, you don't even know. Freaking so bad. So, okay, so speaking of like super bad and like the fucking Air Force just being the fucking Air Force apparently, as many as 135 patients may have been exposed to HIV, hepatitis B, and hepatitis C at Al Duwadi or whatever fucking clinic in fucking Qatar. I don't know how to fucking read that. But
Oops.
yeah, over an 8-year period, 135 people have been exposed to HIV and hepatitis. Like this bothers me because like this goes into my area of expertise. Fucking Mike. Improperly cleaned medical equipment at the clinic at the air base in Qatar may have exposed as many as 135 patients to bloodborne diseases. The Air Force Surgeon General said Monday that Air Force Medical Service found that endoscopes used for upper and lower gastrointestinal procedures were cleaned in a manner inconsistent with sterilization guidelines between April 2008 and April 2016. During that period, 135 patients had procedures using those medical tools. In a follow-up email in response to an Air Force Times question, the Surgeon General's office said that bloodborne diseases that patients may have been exposed to could include HIV and the 2 kinds of hepatitis. Well, I mean, technically there's at least 3, like A, B, and C, but, you know.
Who's counting?
Whatever, right? Semantics.
Get your people, Minx. Get your people.
Oh, no, these are Air Force. These are not my people.
I literally had to stop and I counted down on my hands when the last time I was there. Oh, shit.
Like in Qatar? Fucking, this is ridiculous. There's no reason why this should happen. There's none. There's absolutely zero reason why this should happen. The Air Force Medical Service is now notifying patients who may have been exposed and is providing contact information for healthcare resolution specialists who can answer patient questions and help them find places for medical counseling and testing. Like, I'll continue, and then I'll go on my rant, because you know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Lorraine Barr, a spokeswoman for the Surgeon General, said that the risk of infection is, quote, very small, particularly in a deployed environment. Since all service members are required to have a negative HIV test before they deploy. The Air Force also tests service members for hepatitis B, but not C.
Or A.
Or A. Well, most people are immune to A and B because you get your fucking shots, right? And the fucking vaccines. And so,
yes.
In the release, Brigadier General Robert Miller, commander of the Air Force Medical Operations Agency, apologized to patients and said that although the risk of infection is small, patients who are notified that they may have been exposed should get tested to make sure. Quote, providing quality health care to our airmen and their families is our top priority, Miller said. Oh, maybe he's a cousin. We apologize to our patients and assure them that appropriate actions have been taken to address and mitigate the causes that led to this problem.
Day late and a dollar short?
Yeah. The Air Force has issued a service-wide patient safety alert to make sure all facilities are following the proper process for cleaning, decontaminating, inspecting, and sterilizing endoscopes. as well as all other reusable medical instruments and devices, the release said. The service's experts are also reviewing current practices to figure out better processes to keep this from happening again. The release said that the clinic in Qatar no longer performs endoscopies or colonoscopes, and all other procedures were unaffected. Quote, our patients put their trust in us when they step into any of our medical facilities, Miller said. We take potential risks to patient safety very seriously and are committed to informing those under our care of any increased risk. The release included contact information for patients to contact healthcare resolution specialists. So for those of you on the Eastern Daylight Time Zone, prepare to copy if you're concerned. It's 937-656-3818. Pacific or Mountain, Hawaii and Alaska, your number is 707-423-3443. And then Central Time Zone, your number is 228-376-5603. All right. So for those of you who don't know, so an endoscope, it's a small camera type thing. It's about, this big around, and it's, I don't know, about 3 feet long. And we stick that down your throat, and that's how we look into your stomach. And we check to make sure, we check to see if you've got any ulcers or any sort of stomach bleed issues or whatever. If you've got a friggin', and then we fucking turn the camera up and we're able to look up top. And then the colonoscope, those are a little bit thicker. They're about, that big. And those things are 6 to 7, about 7 feet long. And those go up your ass. And, we use that to look inside your colon to check for, polyps, colon cancer, diverticulitis, all sorts of shit that can go on with your fucking colon, right? So that's just disgusting that there's no reason why these things should not be cleaned properly, because especially the colonoscopes, they go up your fucking ass. That's disgusting. Clean that, literally clean the shit out of it. That's, it's foul and it's wrong and it shouldn't fucking happen, at all.
Nobody goes ass to mouth.
No.
My curiosity, it kind of, hit me. At what point did they realize that they need to start checking patients for possible exposure to these other illnesses? Is it because, Joe Schmo came down with...
No, it was probably a quality check on how they were being cleaned. Yeah, they were probably...
Okay.
They probably had some sort of inspection, and the people who did the inspecting were probably like, what the actual fuck is going on right here?
He tested positive.
Everything that you've been doing for the last X amount of years is wrong. And every single patient that has had these scopes used on them is now at risk. And so
why did it take 8 years?
I can't tell you that. I can't fucking
Isn't that one of those inspections that have to be done yearly?
No, not necessarily. I mean, technically it should have been done correctly from the get-go. And whoever it was, not only the OIC of that clinic, but the NCOIC of that clinic should have been keeping up with OSHA standards and AAMI standards and saying, okay, what is the standard for these to be reprocessed, and to make sure that we're doing everything that we can from the get-go to limit this from happening, and it's the same thing that's been going on in the VA with, all these other, that's been going, it happens all the fucking time. which is scary enough to, if you think about that, where, you know, it comes up where like, oh shit, like we haven't been fucking cleaning our shit properly, and now X amount of patients are potentially at risk. And
I was gonna say, didn't that just happen with some with some surgical tools? And you went off the same thing, that they found flakes of bone and skin and meat tissue. Sorry, Mom. Oh, come on, you should have not a weak stomach for that. And they were still using them.
Like, no,
I
don't. It
but
just goes back to the tech and how if they were competent as a fucking tech, you should realize, hey, there's fucking bone in here. I can't fucking use this goddamn set. You know, you don't just brush it off and like sweep it off the table and be like, man, never happened. Like, that's not you. Like, you don't fucking do that, because now you're putting someone's life in danger, potentially.
See, and here's my thing, Mutt, on your comment on me being, oh, you know, you shouldn't have a weak stomach. However, like if I'm going under, when they roll you down, like right into the, you know, the OR, you're given, was it Versed? Like you don't give a fuck.
We give you Versed and fentanyl. It's a nice, sweet, it's a sweet cocktail.
It is. It's like, you know, a fucking 6-pack and you didn't have to fucking chug.
Oh no, it's
so by the time you're put under, you're not worried about if your surgical equipment is clean or not. You're fucking high as a kite.
Like most people, if they do look at my table, they're like, oh my God, like that's a lot of instruments. And I have to be like, we don't use every single one on you. It's going to be fine. Like I might use 5 out of all
I would be the patient. Hey, what's that?
No, I know, you know,
what is that used for?
We get that
all right,
too.
cool.
We get that too. And then we also get the ones who are fucking nervous as fuck, even after the drugs. Oh goodness sneeze. All right.
Like when I get my steroid injections in my spinal cord, I always tell the doctor, I said, at least make the TV where I can see where you're shoving the needle into my back.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm the same way. I want to watch because I think it's cool as fuck.
You know, and he laughs every time.
But the other part of me is like when I have surgery and the anesthesiologist is pushing the drugs, they tell you to, you know, hey, start at 10, count backwards. And I've made it to 5. Like, I just want to make it to fucking 1. Like, make my dreams and hopes come true.
That's never going to happen. Anesthesia always wins. No, true story. We, a couple months ago, I had a patient who was determined to count up to 10. And so anesthesia starts pushing the drugs. She's like, all right, go. And he was like, 1. And never made it to 2. Like, that was it. He was gone. I was laughing my ass off because he's like, he said it with such like determination and authority and just like, 1. And then we're like, is there a 2 after that? Like, come on now. No, there wasn't. There was no
I got
2.
that. Oh.
But yeah, and then let's see.
When he comes out of it, first word out of his mouth is 2.
No.
3.
Right.
No, you usually don't remember what the fuck happened right before that.
Most people don't. Like, most people will remember leaving the pre-op area and going through the double doors into the operating room suite. And then that's where everything blacks out. Some actually can remember all the way up to the room and then, like, transferring over to the OR table.
Oh, I remember all that shit.
But then normally that's when they black out. And then especially once they start pushing the propofol, after that, you're lights out. It doesn't matter how strong you are. Anesthesia always wins. Friggin'.
Maybe I just need to be like, you know, this is on my a will. I just want to make it to fucking 1 and then just push the drugs so I can feel like I won.
Right. No, it's not going to happen.
Anesthesia always wins. Just ask Michael Jackson.
They do always win. Anesthesia saves you, like especially like if patients wake up like super fucking combative. I've almost been bitten because this fucking jackass. This is when I was stationed at Stewart. I still fucking remember this. He woke up. What the fuck did we do? like something simple. I think it was like a knee arthroscopy. But he woke up swinging and was able, like, we still had the belt on him to like secure him to the bed, right? But he was able to like roll over onto his stomach somehow and like pushed up on all fours. And there's literally there was 8 of us climbing on top of him, like, stay the fuck down, dude, like, you're okay, calm the fuck down. And he starts, and like, I'm up by his head, and he starts trying to bite me, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? And then anesthesia always wins, and then he like went back to sleep. And we tried waking him up in the OR a second time, and he again got super combative. And so that's when we just took him over to PACU, still kind of out of it, so that way they could deal with him. Fuck that. I don't want to get bit. Well, I mean, like, not when I'm at work, you know, other times maybe, like, you know, whatever. But, you know, not when I'm at work, like, not like that, because, like, I'm pretty sure he was going to, like, take a chunk out, and that's not nice. Like, those are bad manners. They are.
I'm not into that.
They're bad manners. So, but yeah. Freaking, I think what we're going to do is start up some party games here in a couple minutes. Because, you know, I'm pushing
you,
fucking
Minx.
buttons.
Man, this is like right up by you.
What?
How far is Bell County from you?
Bell County.
You should live in
I'm in Bell
proximity.
County.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
So
Why?
you know where Belton is, right?
Yeah, no, I go to friggin' Lake Belton all the time. Oh, the grenade?
The Bell County Sheriff's Department closed McGregor Park on Lake Belton Saturday evening after a grenade was discovered in the water. TJ Cruz with the department said a child around 8 or 9 years old stepped on the grenade with a pin still intact in the water, then threw it on shore around 7 p.m. His father called the police. Cruz said Fort Hood EOD was called to the scene to investigate the device. The grenade was live and could have detonated, authorities said. If that kid has never played the lotto, or his parents have never, well, obviously the kid never played lotto, but his parents should probably play the lotto now.
Oh, I would, like, if that was my kid, I would play the lotto and I would rub that ticket, like, on his head, his shoulders, like, everywhere, except, you know, for private parts, but, you know.
Yeah. But, I mean, I would flip the hell out, you know.
The fuck is a grenade doing there? Oh, wait. It might have gotten washed down there. Hey, you settle the fuck down.
Is there a river from Post or something?
Yeah, there's a bunch that go from Fort Hood into Lake Belton. Like, that's like, and like on it, like, you know, I hate to say this, but that's where they normally find bodies of soldiers who have gone missing. Like, if it floods, like if it's raining really bad and, you know, commanders are like, oh yeah, you guys are still gonna fucking go out and train, and then, you know, fucking flash floods because it's Texas, and then, you know, their fucking vehicles get swept away, which, oh wait, this fucking happens every fucking year, and yet they still fucking do it. Like, the definition of insanity is repeating the same process, right? And expecting a different result, right? Yeah, y'all are fucking insane. But anyways, most of the time, they send dive crews to Lake Belton as like a body recovery unit.
Yes. And the thing is, to get to Lake Belton or Belora or whatever, you have to go through part of North Fort Hood to get there.
No, there's another way.
Yes. Well,
but
depending on where you're going, like from wherever at Fort Hood.
But yeah, you have to go through North Fort Hood in order to get to one of the entrances to Lake Belton.
So, and then when you're on that way, you pass signs be like, caution, like overhead artillery.
Yeah. But like grenades aren't part of
cows.
That. Yeah, because if you fucking hit a cow, you have to, and like kill it, you've got to pay for not just that cow, but then like up to 3 generations of offspring that cow could have produced.
Yeah.
Like, it's expensive.
Oh, that's like
as
German rules.
fuck. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So it doesn't, like, I mean, in a way, yeah, it kind of, I'm shocked that, they found a grenade. But then again, with how, Belton Lake is and North Fort Hood and the streams and creeks and whatever, that it's possible that a grenade could have, ended up somewhere.
Right.
I mean, to me, that's just crazy.
It is, but knowing, like, people like my husband or whatever, they probably would have pulled the pin and threw it back out in the lake.
Well, yeah, I can't deny that one. That would probably be something I would do.
But yeah, anyways. So yeah, so it's about that time, and I'm pushing buttons tonight. So I say we're gonna go play games. So if you guys, I'm gonna have to end this feed here on what is it? Facebook Live. There it is. And so we're gonna play over on Mixer. So if you, oh wait, not yet. I have official business I have to do first. So tonight is the Monday edition, and it's normally with Redleg and myself, but like I said, Redleg is busy, so you're stuck with me. And then tomorrow is Tied Up Tuesday, and that's with myself and the lovely Cuffs, and she's gonna be on video as well, so you guys get to see her, and you're not just stuck looking at me for however long. Wednesday is What the Fuck Wednesday with Jay Reddy. And then Thursday is Sergeant's Time, and that is with Ice and Gray Cloud and Mike Golf and Doc Madness. And then Friday is Friday Night Freedom with Redleg and myself. And then Saturday is Saturday Night Savagery with Jay Reddy. And then Sunday is The Green Room. I got it! And that's with Jason and Charlie. And then, so all of our evening shows start at 2000 Eastern Time. And then on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we also have a afternoon show called Liquid Lunch. And that starts at, wait for it, 12 noon Eastern Time. Got it. So upcoming guests, this Friday we have author Leon Williams. And he authored the book How I Became a Shammer and the Overweight, Unemployed, and Uneducated Military Spouse. So he's going to be on to talk to us this Friday. Dude, this guy sounds like he's fucking super smart. I'm kind of intimidated to talk to him.
He is a doctor.
He's legit. He got his bachelor's in 2011, his master's in 2014, and then his fucking PhD this year. So
he is Dr. Sargent.
Yeah. Dude, fuck. But yeah, so he's gonna be on this Friday, so that'll be fun. And then next Friday we have Antonio Williams from the Law Enforcement Torch Run for Special Olympics. And Antonio is an Army veteran who I think it's supposed to say retired, but it says retired. But I'm going to go with retired because that makes more sense. Retired after 22 years of service in 2008. Now he is the Chief of Law Enforcement for the U.S. Army Command Pacific for Fort Shafter in Hawaii. There we go. He sits on the International Law Enforcement Torch Run Executive Council as the Law Enforcement Councilman at Large and the chair of the Military Expansion Initiative, or MEI. He will be on to talk about what the Torch Run is and what it does for the Special Olympics. He will also be discussing how we can get involved with the Torch Run. So, yeah. Oh, perfect timing, because now we're going to go to games. So if you want to come join us, it's a good time. And you have to go to Mixer to view this. So, because, we can't do it on Facebook Live. But yeah, so You go to mixer.com and then /WTF Nation Radio, and that's how you can find us and how you can play along. So hope to see you guys there in, I don't know, a couple minutes, maybe. Yeah, I think so. A couple minutes. So we will see you over there. Thanks for joining me, guys.
No problem. Bye, everybody.